Good morning, welcome to the vlog. Today we are heading from Cornwall, sleepy little village of St Germans, to Loddon Marina, where my boat used to be moored, because we're going to move a boat round with marina owner for a boat show. So we're really looking forward to that. We've got something like 328 miles I think to do in total. We've done this before a million times in the i3, but the i3 it used to take 3/4 charges dependent on the weather. According to this, we're going to do this with one charge, which I believe is somewhere around the Fleet area of the M3. So as I say, we've got 186 miles to do to the charger, and it says it's going to take us 3.5 hours, and we should get there for 11:35. So I'll keep you updated and show you what's going on. And we'll be back. I knew I'd forget something. I do this all the time. So we've got 96% battery. We've left with 96% battery. We did have 100%, but I put the car onto preconditioning without realising that I'd actually stopped the charger. So it used 4% battery just for actually using the precondition. So let's have a look. So we are looking at a range, it says 246 miles. I hope it's a bit better than that. I really hope it's a bit better than that. So we'll find out. So 184 miles to the supercharger at Fleet, which at the moment has 8 stalls available, but that might change. Now all we've got to do is try and get out to the A38, which is considerably easier in this than it is in the Citroen Ami. However, the Citroen Ami is an absolute giggle. I drove home from work this morning with hardly any traffic behind me, which was unusual, but all is good. Right, out on the A38, 3 hours and 25 minutes. We're just about to cross out of Cornwall back into England, and before anyone tells me, I know that Cornwall's in England, but it's a joke. The Cornish are very precious about Cornwall, and I've been here that long now that I'm a little bit precious about Cornwall. There you go. What's the Tamar looking like? Is it choppy down now? River looks good. The river looks good. So we are just about to go back into England, into Plymouth, and then we can open the taps, because we've been stuck at 40 mile an hour. I am going to cruise at 70. I think cruising at 70 I'm probably going to arrive with a lot less battery than it predicts, probably somewhere around about the 10 maybe 8% mark, but it's 100 and it might be a bit more than, we might be a bit better than that. It's 177 miles to do. So right, car out, us out, A38 in front of us, autopilot engaged, as they say. Right, welcome back. We are at Exeter, just passing through Exeter. I've been doing 70 mile an hour all the way. We've done 53 miles. We used 20 kilowatt of electricity. We've got 75% battery left. it's saying 134 miles to fleet services, but I have decided that I am not going to go down the A303. I am going to go M5, M4, purely because the traffic looks to be flowing really well, so I don't really want to mess that up. I really want to sort of keep going. There's a few red and orange bits on the A303 which I really want to avoid, so it's probably going to change superchargers, more than likely to somewhere just the other side of Bristol. I'm guessing either Lee Delhi or Membry, but I'll let you know once I've confused the route planner and driven completely the wrong way to what it wants me to do. So we're averaging 379.7 miles, watt-hours per mile. We haven't really had any hold-ups, have we? We've kind of been flowing so far. I don't want to tempt fate. We have got the air conditioning on because Lado here is warm. So, but come back to you when it's rerouted. Right, sit rep, 55% battery, 93 miles done. I'm cruising at 72, so 70 on the old navigation system. Slight change of plan. I still want to do it all in one hit, as in one charge. If I'd have gone down the A303, then that would have been the case, but as it stands at the moment, it wants me to go down the M4 and across onto the A40. So it wants me to charge at Michaelwood and then Milton Keynes. So yeah, it wants us to charge at Michaelwood for 21 minutes and then again at Milton Keynes for 28 minutes. I really don't want to do two charges. It's got 48 miles to Michaelwood services. I don't know what other charges we kind of got, so I might have a look to see if there's anything else in between. Right, back when we pull into a charging station probably. Okay, it's made up its mind. I've finally got it to where I get to go that I want it to go. So we're going to go via Hopwood Park Services. There's 26 stalls available at the moment. We've got 98 miles to do to get there. So it says we're going to arrive with 8% battery, so keep plodding along. We've done 106 so far. Keep motoring at a slightly higher speed, so 92. But right, I'll see when we get to the charger. Sit rep, 165 miles done. We've used 60 kilowatt of electricity. And we've been driving for 2.5 hours. Now, we're going to Hopwood Services. We have 25% battery left, 25% battery left, and according to the sat-nav, we're going to arrive with 7% battery, which I think is rather interesting. It means we're going to do 40 miles and use 18%, 40 miles, which I think is really interesting. I think it's going to be less than that we arrive with, to be quite honest, but there you go. Right, we are 3 hours 8 minutes in. We have done 205 miles. I've been doing 72 mile an hour. We've got 7% battery left. Yeah, 205 miles in, and we're going into Hotwood Services now to charge. I think if I'd have actually taken this a bit slower, we'd have got a lot more miles, but we need to get to where we're trying to get to, i.e. the boatyard. So we need to charge now. As I say, we're at 7%. It's, I don't know how long we've got to charge here for, but as soon as we get on the charger, I'll let you know. But also, this goes to prove that I don't have anything other than a 200-mile bladder, because I am desperate for the little boys' room. And this has a Starbucks, which, as you all know, is my weakness. Okay, Tesla chargers are all along the front here, I think, if I remember. So, Tesla charging, coach parking, no, not in the coach. Right, come back to you when we're plugging in, but we are 205 miles in, 3 hours and 10 minutes, 75 kilowatt used. So even though this is a 100 kilowatt battery, you can see that buffer. It won't let us use the whole 100 kilowatt, which would be very nice if it did, because our range would be phenomenal. Hey, do you know what? I guess it might do if you pushed it. Right, back when we're plugging in. Okay, right. Let's do this. So mileage wise, we've not actually done too bad. It works. It always works on these chargers, which is really good. How we're doing? Good. Blue. Come on. Talk to the car. Tell me I picked the only defective charger going. No, it's not. Right, we're charging. Okay. I didn't check to see how long it said we were going to be charging here. 11 minutes to continue trip. So it says 11 minutes to continue trip. So right, let's walk in. Sorry? Do you smoke tobacco? No, sir. Right. Okay, that is service is done, frappuccino done, daughter trying to get into a car. We're walking back to the car. We should have enough to continue the journey. I know that if I give it another couple of minutes, we'll have more than sufficient and we won't have to stop again. So I think that's the general plan. Okay, right. Decided that we're just going to leave it here for now and disappear off. Oh, that's really hot. The joys of supercharging. Yeah. Excellent. Let's go. Let's go. Right, into drive. We've been here for about 30 minutes, and let's have a look, see what the charging is. So we spent £24 on charging. We've basically put in 70%, so all is good. All is good. Let's have a look, see what we've got to do. At the moment I've got no charger set, so it says we're going to arrive with -2%. I will, when we start to get a bit closer, look for a charger, literally just to put in a few percent, just to get us to the marina, because once I get to the marina, I can charge the car for free up to 100%. So right, back on the M42, back on the M42, and we will see you in a little while. So 356 miles in, used 126 kilowatt of electricity. This is probably the quickest I've ever got to the boat, or the boat yard, in the whole time we were doing it. One-stop plug-in is absolutely brilliant. We're going to get to the boat yard with 14%. So having that bigger battery makes such a difference. I'll tell you the total mileage when we get there, but at the moment we've still got 26 miles to do, and it says it's going to take us 37 minutes, which is seems a long time, unless we're going to get held up in traffic around Norwich. I don't know. But we are cruising along quite happily. Come back to you when we actually get to the boat yard. It's been a while since I've been down this bit. Cue Glasgow cam and you'll see where we are. We've just come off onto the 146 Trouse and Norwich turn. The last time we were down here, I think, was probably May last year. Does that be right? When did we clear out Naughty Rascal? Was that May or June time last year? Yeah, so the last time we were down here is when we cleared out Naughty Rascal, our boat, when she was sold. So anyway, we are not far now from Loddon. I think by the time we get there, we're looking at about 382 miles. Came a slightly different way, not the way I used to come. I used to come down to 303, but it just looks so busy, so I thought it would be a good idea to come up through the Midlands. But we've done it with basically one charge. So I do believe if I'd have kept to 65, I actually believe that we possibly could have done it on one charge, but not spent nowhere near as much time waiting for charging. I think we were there for what, half an hour? Yes. And I think if I'd have stuck to 65, yes, it'd have taken a little bit longer. I think so. What did we leave? We left at 8, didn't we? Yeah. So we left at 8. It's now just gone 3, so it's 7 hours. Which begs the question: when we used to do it in the BMW, the i3, I thought it took us 8.5 hours. Obviously it must have taken us longer than that. So anyway, we'll come back to you when we get to the marina and I can tell you exactly how many miles we've got done and what's left. Right, see you in a mo. So we're not far off the Chedgrave turn now, which is the village before Loddon. It feels really strange being back here for a couple of reasons, but I won't go into them. It just feels really strange. The positive is though is that Patrick's now got a little boat, which is here. It will be going home, but fingers crossed, I'm hoping in a year to 18 months I'm going to have another boat. Nothing near as fancy as I had with Naughty Rascal. So, but it will be a little boat. And it will be a little boat, but it'll be a cruiser. Ideally, I want to keep it in Loddon. I want to keep it at Loddon Marina, which is where Naughty Rascal was. So if you've got no idea what I'm talking about, I'll put a link above somewhere to go to my cruising channel, which is Waggy's Cruising, and you can see all of my cruising adventures on Naughty Rascal. And she was a 33-foot sea line flybridge cruiser. So, and we did have a laugh in her. We did have a laugh. So, coming into Chedgrave. You got the White Horse pub, which is coming up on our right in a minute. The food in there is absolutely amazing. I think there's 3. I can't remember because I did a big walkthrough of the pubs in Loddon. I think there's 4, if memory serves me correctly. But this is the first one we ever went into when we got here, which was the White Horse, before we picked up Naughty Rascal. And then this is Loddon. So if I've done it right, you'll be able to see Loddon. If I haven't done it right, you won't do. And on your left in a minute is the river. Looks, oh, it's busy. Oh, of course it is. It's a school holiday, isn't it? Of course it is. It's the school holiday. That's why it's busy. Yes, yes, yes. Right, and the entrance to Loddon Marina is literally just here on my left. I'm hoping that they've managed to sort out the road. Oh look, they've sorted out the caravan site. Oh yeah, oh look, the toilets are up. Sorry, not been here in a while, so all of this is all very, oh my god, it's all very pretty. That is all very, very pretty. So well, I'm now driving down into the actual the boatyard, and hopefully any minute now. There she is, your little boat. Get on. There we go. Let us jump out.